What's going on? She got Professor Smell Good coming to you guys live here in my shop, 700 Shane East Lafayette, inside of the Family Fair Marketplace. All right, Detroit, Michigan, close to downtown. All right, so what we're going to be talking about today is how to sell oils that sit. How to make oils that sit to be, if not a top seller, to be a good seller. Okay, very good question. All right, now let me tell you where this question actually came from. Shout out to my little brother in Dallas, Texas, Mr. Sense, doing this thing out in Texas, man. Me and him, the night before last, we had a conversation about oils that he get by the pound that, how you doing, miss? Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
All right. Oils that he get by the pound that maybe one or two people ask about. Like, for example, Lagerfeld, right? One or two, a guy comes twice every month and he purchased the oil. So if he come twice every month and he purchased this size oil here, right, from out of a pound bottle, that's still a whole lot of oil that's still sitting. So it's a real good question, you know, how can I get this oil that sells twice a month to at least sell at least 15 to 20, maybe 30 times a month? Good question. All right, one of the techniques I'm gonna show you to do is, let's say, take Lagerfeld for example. Well, there's three rules to this. Number one, the very first one is find out what age bracket caters to this fragrance, right? I'm going to use Lagerfeld for example. Lagerfeld is an old school fragrance. Good morning, miss. How are you? All right. Lagerfeld is a very old school fragrance, okay? For the old school fellas, like 50 and up, Lagerfeld, perfect, okay? So once you find the age bracket, okay, now you know exactly what type of crowd to cater to actually implement this method. Good morning, ladies. Can I give you guys a free sample when you come back out? Yeah. Okay. All right. To implement this method, okay. So once you found the age bracket, okay, go and get the little small half a dram vial bottles. Half a dram vial bottles. Porter's Bottle Company here in Detroit. They got a website. I think it's www.porterbottles.com. You can buy those bottles from that company. You can buy them by the tray, the whole tray. Okay, so get those bottles, the half dram vial bottles. Get those and just put one or two squirts. Don't fill the bottle up all the way. One or two squirts, maybe 3 squirts in that bottle. Put the label of the fragrance on that bottle, along with your number. And then along with the name of your business, like for example, the same concept here. Like you see that? Taste of Pleasure, name of the fragrance. Professor Smell Good, and you got my number underneath. Same concept, okay? Hey, how you doing? And you're gonna put it in like a little very small Ziploc bag. Put the vial in there and put the label on top with tape so it doesn't smear, okay? Right. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna pass those out. You're gonna pass 100 of those out as samples. You're gonna pass 100 of them. Hey, how you doing this morning? You're gonna pass 100 of those out as samples, okay? So what's gonna happen is, but specifically the old school guys, pass them out, and I guarantee you that your phone is gonna be ringing off the hook. Sometimes you gotta give stuff. Sometimes you gotta give stuff to receive stuff, right? Sometimes you gotta give stuff away in order to actually get a larger volume of clientele. You see? So give them away. Give 100 half dram vials. Give them away as samples, but don't fill them up like I said. 1 or 2, 3 squirts. 3 squirts. That's it. And give it to them. I guarantee you're going to be getting phone calls from it. All right. Out of that 100 that you gave away, you're going to at least get 50 phone calls. What's good, fam? You all right?
I'm good. You?
All right, everything's good. At least 50 phone calls you're going to get from it. I guarantee you, at least 50. All right? So if you get 50 phone calls in 1 week, man, that's a big difference from 2 sales a month to 50 in a week. That's a big difference. You see? All right? And number 3 is that same customer that buys that fragrance, document who that customer is and give them large quantities for deals. Like, for example, give them the ounce bottle like this right here. Give it to them for $10 instead of 20. All right? So that's it. You got Professor Smell Good coming to you guys live in my shop, 7th Shane.